Incoming transmission.
Welcome, watchers of illusion, to my Castle of Confusion. It's the 22nd of November. I've got an Amstrad classic for you. Let's check this out. Yes, it's Shaolin's Road on the Amstrad. Look at that lovely orange loading screen. Isn't that awesome? I'll tell you what though, graphically that's nice. I like that. So anyway, let's get stuck in. It's a pretty simple game. I remember playing this back at a friend's house. He had an Amstrad, I had a Spectrum. No rivalry there at all, I might add. But it's one of the first games I saw him playing, and it's kind of fun. Frustrating as well, if I remember rightly. But let's get into the bulk of the game. Now, I am playing as the little guy there with the white tank top, blue trousers, and red pumps, which is great. I'm not sure who told him that was fashionable, but you know, it's kind of classic kung fu clothing, I guess. Right, so you can see here there's guys in red, there's guys in green. The guys in green drop power-ups that you can use. You can see there I am spitting fireballs. You'll see up in the top right corner there's the score. Underneath that is a 1, 2, 3 and out. Basically, if I get hit 4 times, that's it, I lose a life. Guts. Yes, indeed. When you clear a stage, you randomly just say guts. Not sure. Anyway, this was an arcade game, believe it or not. And a lot of home versions were created for this from that very version. And this is obviously the Amstrad outing. Now, the only thing I find frustrating about this is when you get hit, you suddenly get turned round, which is kind of really frustrating. You see I'm on my last one now. If I get hit again, I'm going to lie on my back and kick my legs in the air just like that. Great. Anyway, so the idea is to clear the stage as a floating cake. Is to clear the stage of all bad guys, and then you move on to the next one. By the way, I'm a day late doing this. I do apologise. This should have been yesterday's review, but never mind. I haven't played this game since I played it on my mate's Amstrad all those years ago, so you'll have to excuse me. I am a bit out of practice. Not just that, this game is legitimately frustrating as well. Just due to the fact that, like I say, you get hit and you get turned round. Sometimes the fire button isn't always that responsive either. So sometimes, yeah, you go, just got immediately turned round. So it's kind of hard in that respect. I've got 1 life left. Oh dear. Anyway, that's like a floating donut there. Oh, that's quite a nice animation. But I've lost one of my hits there. Never mind. So the idea is to clear all the stages, and then you get an end of level boss that comes in with all these guys. You see, I'm just getting knocked from pillar to post here. I wasn't sure what I was going to review today, actually. I was going to do Salamander 2, and then I had to play through it, and it was ridiculously hard. So that's going to be a future review, because I need you to see how ridiculously hard that game is compared to the rather tame Salamander that I played the other day. Anyway, back to this review. Colour-wise, it's pretty, isn't it? There's quite a lot going on the screen at once. Animations aren't exactly flashy. I mean, the tumble animation is quite amusing, but then, you know, back then there wasn't really that much, you know, memory and graphic power and that to play with. So, but there are other games that have absolutely magnificent animations. Now, this reminds me a little bit of Ya Kung Fu, but with platforms. Although Ya Kung Fu, I have to say, probably the better of the two games. That's on my review list, by the way. Not the god-awful Ya Kung Fu 2, but the original Ya Kung Fu, which was absolutely brilliant. And I remember playing. I'm not going to get into Ya Kung Fu stories with you now, because it's not a Ya Kung Fu review. This is Shaolin's Road. But I mean, it's good fun. It is. The frustrations aside, it's not that bad. Jerky animation, a little bit jerky scrolling, but there's scrolling nonetheless. It's not a hit the side of the screen and then the screen moves across job. So that goes in its favour. The music and sound, it's alright. You can probably hear it in the background of this review anyway. But yeah, you can see the guys there, that when I hit the guys in the green, they do drop these lovely little power-ups. And you'll notice that each guy that I manage to vanquish, the game actually starts to speed up, because it hasn't got as much to draw on the screen at once. So it actually starts to get a little bit smoother the less that's going on, which is quite nice. I like that. But, you know, it's a simple little game. I'll tell you actually, not Yi Kung Fu. It reminds me more of Bruce Lee. Do you remember that? Anyone play Bruce Lee on the Spectrum or C64, or I believe it was on the Amstrad as well. But that was more of a platformy affair. But the actual sort of presentation of the main character just reminds me a bit of Yi Kung Fu. I don't know. So yeah, but it's quite nice. You know, you get this stage a couple of times, and then we will get a different one. If memory serves me correctly, I believe we will get a different looking stage at some point. I have the power of the sun rolling around me there, which is great. I've already taken a hit there, you see. I've got my number 1 is flashing there on my little 1, 2 and 3. So, I mean, sometimes you can get a bit overwhelmed with mobs as well. They can be a bit too much to handle, and then you kind of get buffed around between them. A bit like a pinball machine, and you kind of lose your health very quickly. So that's really only the downside that I can think of, really. It's not that bad. It's a good little fun game, as long as you don't take it too seriously. I mean, what other game has you standing there with a big muscle flex shouting guts when you win? Not many, I can tell you. But, you know, it was a simple game, and like I said, it came from an arcade, so it's nice that it's got some origins. I love the health, not the health. I love the guy at the top left-hand corner, underneath where it says step. You can see my little guy there. That's why it reminds me of Yi Kung Fu, because that there. Oh, look at the amazing leaping kick animations there. Absolutely fantastic. And then the guy just falls unceremoniously down to the floor. Absolutely brilliant. They do look like they're being cast for a West End musical, but never mind. You gotta have some entertainment in these games, haven't you, ladies and gentlemen? Because if there was no entertainment value, well, you wouldn't play it, would you? But this is a fun little game. I do think it's one of those games that you should be able to pick up and play. If you're an Amstrad fan, I think have a go and see what you think. I'm gonna have to dig the arcade game out and see if it's as much fun as this, and see actually how they've done on it. You know, that back-to-back attack thing I was talking about, that's in the plan. I just need to do an intro for it, and that will become a feature of the show. Anyway, I've just been hit by a flying sponge cake, and I mean, what more can you say about it than that? Anyway, folks, I shall leave the review there. Thanks ever so much for tuning in. It's been a bit of a strange one today. Anyway, I do appreciate you tuning in. Hello to new subscribers. Remember to like, share and subscribe, and I mean, that says it all. Guts. I'll catch you in the next video, folks. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.